Hello my crafty friends. I am back here today to share another project with you, and this project was done off of a tutorial from one of the designers from Country Craft Creations, because I'm a part of a swap that they had this month in February. Oh, well, it's actually in March, or we're sending it out in March. So the name of the project was Crafting is My Jam. And that's because she used craft style paper, and we got to use any type of paper that we like to use. So I use Communique by G45. So I'm going to walk you through the project, tell you a little bit about what I did, and I hope you enjoy. I hope you like it. What I did is I created this box, the first one I've made, and I filled it with solid cardstock as well as the crafting paper. The black around here is actually from some black masking tape that I got from a shop called My Creative Spirit, which is from Claire Charvel, who I followed her on YouTube for a long time now, and she does some awesome work as well. But it just was something that I wanted to try out rather than using all the, I can't think what they're called, for fastening all the joints and everything. Thought it turned out pretty good. I also used some Prima flowers on here and some butterfly. They were from Michael's or Hobby Lobby, not 100% sure. I raised up one of the cards on the foam tape, and I used a graphic 45 tag with the gears die cut. And then I also just put some of the chipboard and stickers on here. And then this right here, these paper spots on here are from actually the graphic 45 tags when you use the die and you punch them out. So actually they work really nice to add a little bit of a touch on here. And this is also raised up. The box is covered in different colored cardstock from the Communique set. And then in the front of the box, I actually used another graphic 45 tag, just put it on halfway and used a border and some of the paper here, and then used a ribbon to tie it closed. And then the bottom of the box is actually just another piece of the paper. And the box itself, let's just see, is, it's about 7.5 by 9.5 is probably about the size. And then on the side here is about 3 inches high. So just enough width in here for putting the album inside. And as you can see, the ribbon is just underneath. And then also on all of the ends of my ribbon, what I try to do is I always put fray check on the edge of my ribbons so that they don't fray with the use, and hopefully they'll last for a long time. Then in this box, when you lift the lid up, you can see that there's a pocket here. And I can, I used my punch from EK Success, this puncher here. And I tried to do that along some of the edges of the pockets and some tags. And then I made these tags here. And on the back, I have some of the stickers that I put onto black cardstock. And the black cardstock I use is from Country Craft Creations, and this is the craft cardstock from Country Craft Creations as well. It's the artisan cardstock, and it works very well. It's actually a really nice cardstock for using for your albums, using for tags. And these tags here are from the ephemera from the Communique set. So actually you can put quite a few tags in here, and I also added on here one of the chipboard pieces from the set. And then we have the album that goes inside, and it is a little bit bigger box just so that it can easily stay in there, and you can get it out. If it was fit too tightly, it wouldn't be easy to get out. So the inside of the box is covered in some of the paper. I used the paper that had the big C on it, and then I used some of the border strips around to outline that. And then I used some more of the paper and the red cardstock in order to give it a little bit more dimension. Well, and that's the box. So, and I have to say, this is the first time that I've made a box from a pattern, or made a box period. And I really like how it turned out. So I think I'm going to have to do that for a few more of my my albums. And even this album coming up, instead of using black cardstock around, I also used that tape from Claire's shop. So it's all photo friendly and acid free, everything that is needed for this type of an album. The album itself, as far as size wise, this is 6.5 by 8, and it has I think it's a 2-inch spine on here, just a little bit over 2 inches. And then I took one of the Graphic 45 stickers and put it up on some black cardstock and put it on the side of that, and then just kept the back plain and easier to be able to take your album and lay it on the table. Also, to embellish the front, what I did is I took Graphic 45 Communique chipboard. My goodness, it's when you're doing this, it's just not as easy to remember everything that you've done and what the names of everything is. I don't know whether it's my age or I just have to get used to doing YouTube videos a little bit more frequently. But anyways, thank you for sticking with me. But some more of the Prima flowers I used on here, and then also some of the gears from Tim Holtz. These are also ephemera pieces from Tim Holtz from some of the packets, and I just edged the papers as well as any of the other items with distress ink, just to make it a little bit more of a shabby chic. And all these items are attached to the front of the album with art glitter glue. So as we go into the album, we have on the front cover, we have a tag in here, and this is a Graphic 45 tag, and I have the die to cut that out. Country Craft Creations cardstock with one of the ephemera pieces, and then on the back as well, and some of the black ribbon or ties for the tag. So one of the chipboards, but you can see there's plenty of room to add other tags or cards or photo tags in here to fill this up a little bit more. And then on the first page here, I have a piece of the paper, the border sticker, another piece of the border or paper to make a border. I wanted to make the center for where you can put a photo onto your album, and then a piece of the chipboard, and these are all set down with brad in there as well. And opening up this page, there's another spot in here where you can put a photo, and then if you open this up all the way, there is spots for you to put photos. You could put them right here. You could set out a design, whatever you think is best for the photos that you've got to put in this album. A couple of the photo corners right here, and open page for photos, and open page for photos here as well, to make a nice layout. And possibly you want to put a photo here. Leave this part open and this open to be able to see the beautiful papers. And then I have a tag in here that is one of the stickers, and I just cut this out with one of the We Are Memory Keepers tools, and to make tags. And then on the back I just left it plain to make a photo layout with that. and that just fits back into this pocket. And then I've got another tag in here with the craft, and this comes up. And there's another spot on here to put pictures or just enjoy the paper. Room to put a picture up in here. Room to also just even add more tags in here. There's plenty of room to put more photo mats in there and to enjoy the papers that way. This next page, one of the things that I tried to do was to use some of the chipboard for a closure rather than using all magnets for the closure. And I did a little bit of a photo layout here with a couple of the stickers and then one of the border stickers. One of the things that I would change though next time around is I would probably put something up under here so this set a little bit more level. This was the first time I've done something like this, and as you go you learn, and this is one of the things that I would be careful of next time if I was putting this on as a tag or level. But this opens up like that, and then we open up this whole section of the book, and in the middle of the book here there is a little booklet pockets where you can put pictures in here and some of the stickers, and you can put a picture on the back here. I also took a piece of the paper that had this long communique border on it, and I cut that so that it ran across the page and made pockets out of these. Used some of the stickers up here, made another photo book, small photo book to tuck into this pocket, and one of the other graphic 45 tags. Forgot to put ribbon on that. I'll have to go back and do that. And then this closes up, or this closes up just like this, and here there's room to put a picture on here. This is a sticker that I put onto some cardstock, and this cardstock as well is from the artisan cardstock from Country Craft Creations, and this just closes up like this with another tag in here. And I just love this camera on here, and the back is empty to be able to do photo mat back there as well and enjoy the paper or put your pictures on the paper, whatever you choose to do. And then this side opens up, and I used 2 of the chipboard buttons and wrapped them around here to hold this down rather than using magnets for that. And these are pockets, and so the pockets on these artisan cardstock and part of the papers, and same thing here. There's a spot you can enjoy the paper, or you can put a picture into here, and same thing on here. It is a tag, and just puts a border and one of the cards, ephemera cards right there that is from the paper. I actually have to say that I love, love, love the graphic 45 tags or dies to make the tags. They just turn out so nice, and they really do a beautiful cut on the cardstock. Then another piece of the ephemera and photo corners right there. And this just goes down here. This comes back, and we will wrap this up again. And then what I did is I took one of the chipboard pieces to hold down in here, and one of the things that I would probably do if this was mine, I'd tie that into here, but I just glued this down to the back of that with the art glitter glue, and I put some paper on the back of that as well to make that so it's just not brown card on the back. And then if we go to this last page section, it's actually a double pocket, and there is a ephemera tag and a graphic 45 with the artisan cardstock on the back, and this also has artisan cardstock on the back as well. So, And even these pockets could hold some other tags in there. And as you can see, use the edge punch along there and the sticker with glossy accents on it, and just made another tag to put some photos on. And then if we go to the back of the book and looking at the final pages, I used a piece of the chipboard and I backed it with some black artisan cardstock, and there is a magnet in here, and then I also put some of the pattern paper back here, and then use the ephemera tags to make this waterfall. You definitely can put pictures on here, but if you want to keep the ephemera, then you can put your pictures to the back of the book here. And there's even spots where you can journal. See, because even this is two separate ephemera cards that I actually just put together on here. And then going all the way to the back, there's room back here to put a picture or to embellish if that's what you'd like to do. And this comes down and it just snaps. And on the very back page, it's also a pocket with a couple of tags in there and chipboard here, and again with the pocket punch or the border punch back there. And then once again we go to the back of the book, and as you can see, it closes up nicely. I really like to have my books so that they can be added to, meaning that you have lots of room to put pictures in, that you're not going to be overstuffed. The first book that I made was probably like this before anybody even put pictures in. So I'm pretty careful when I'm doing this now to make sure that it stays nice and that it has lots of room in it. So, well, thank you so much for joining me today, and thank you for watching my video and sharing any comments. If you like what you see here, please subscribe to my channel, like this video, and I will be seeing you very soon again. Thanks so much. Have a great day.